We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Bronco switch. 19, Tiger, 19. Check mash. Hurry.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
The Rams at 5-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hold it ready.
Back to throw now on first down. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Check.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Montgomery hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they have the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
2nd and 5. Rolling to his right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
Ready, go. Cut.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Up the middle they go. Kidd. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Desmond Ridder scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Rams nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
18 runners.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the... And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On first down, Kidd will get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. In motion comes the tight end left. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The throw over the middle taken in. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready?
2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Striker, 3-3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. He's got a man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Okay, great. Pass 50.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set, and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Strike. Check strike.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
They'll go with a keeper. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They'll run on first down. Kidd. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. On first down, Kidd. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here comes the Rams punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Rams, nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, close to you.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about
touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 19 yards away. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here. And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
touchdown, Rams! Van Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 85 yards. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now here is another interception. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Okay, ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jalen Phillips. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now back to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. No gain, and it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Man open is Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked it.
He's got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity as they move to 4-6.